I'm just gonna come out and say it. We need a revival of Sym Bionic Titan. For those of you who don't know, Sym Bionic Titan was an American animated show that aired on Cartoon Network and was created by Genndy Tartakovsky. Yes, that Genndy Tartakovsky. The show focuses on a trio of aliens that come to Earth from their home planet after said home planet was in the midst of a planet-wide civil war. They escape to Earth and try to blend in their new home while the evil general who took over their planet sends monsters to Earth to kill them, in order to prevent them from one day returning and inspiring hope within the masses. The group also comes together to form a giant cybernetic robot to fight monsters called Sym Bionic Titan. This show, it was pretty weird. So if you've seen Mega XRL, Generator Rex, Pacific Rim, Voltron, you'll know the vibe of this show. Sym Bionic Titan only had one season that aired from September 17th, 2010 to April 9th, 2011, with a total of 20 22-minute episodes, not counting the unaired pilot. And it was cancelled for stupid bullshit reasons, leaving it unfinished because they couldn't get a fucking toy line. Like, Genndy even said in interviews that the crew had already made 10 more episodes for the show before they realized it was cancelled. Like, that's how quickly all of this happened. Like, we could have gotten a second season, but no, a toy line is what killed it. Anyway, I wanted to list the reasons why Sym Bionic Titan should be the next series that Warner Brothers brings back from the dead. You know, if they want to be smart. Number 1. The unresolved storylines. When Sym Bionic Titan ended, it didn't just leave us hanging, it left us dangling off a skyscraper. There were just too many unresolved plotlines and unanswered questions. Like, who is the mysterious leader of G3? Medulla's past and true character. Does the trio ever return to their home planet? What is the secret behind the Sym Bionic Titan? And don't even get me started on character arcs. Like, I need Octus and Kimmy to get back together. The fact that they broke up, trash. Like, I wouldn't have a problem with the show only having one season if it felt like a satisfying ending, but we all know it didn't. Number 2. Critical acclaim. Sym Bionic Titan wasn't just some run-of-the-mill cartoon, and I feel like people agree with me about it being a game changer. There's a reason why it earns a spot on almost every underrated cartoons list, and why this video even exists. The show was praised for its stunning visuals, mature storylines, and characters. And it wasn't afraid to tackle serious topics like loss, death, genocide, and sacrifice. Ilana, Lance, and Octus weren't just heroes, they were flawed and relatable individuals. And the best part of the show for me was not the fights. Although Tartakovsky's signature animation style did make them look awesome. But seeing our trio trying to navigate through their new lives on Earth and moving past the war on their home planet. Number 3. Samurai Jack. Okay, this point is pretty self-explanatory. We all know about Samurai Jack Season 5, aka the final season. Samurai Jack, just like Sym Bionic Titan, also ended on a cliffhanger when they first premiered. And for years, fans had to live with this as the ending, until our prayers were finally answered and a final season was greenlit to wrap up the story. And I don't care what anyone says, Samurai Jack's ending was brilliant, and that story could have only ended tragically. But the point I'm trying to make is that if Samurai Jack can have a revival, and a successful one at that, then I have faith that a revival of Sym Bionic Titan would be just as groundbreaking. Especially with the advances that we've made in the last 10 years when it comes to children's programming. Number 4. Modern streaming platforms. Okay, here's the thing. The TV industry in the 2010s was not ready for Sym Bionic Titan. I'm not afraid to say that the show was before its time, but today, streaming services are the perfect home for a show like this, as they don't have to deal with TV time slots or network restrictions, and these factors could allow Sym Bionic Titan to dive deeper into its already mature themes, and give us a serialized epic that unfolds at its own pace. I mean, most streaming platforms like Hulu, Disney+, HBO, they have proven to revive cult classics and turn them into massive hits. Shows like Young Justice, Futurama, Star Wars: The Clone Wars, these platforms thrive on nostalgia and fan dedication. Although, to make sure that the show is really given its due promise, it should air on a platform like Hulu or Netflix, since, you know, Max and Warner Brothers hate animation for some reason. And finally, number 5, fan demand and untapped potential. And the most important point as to why Sym Bionic Titan should be brought back, the fans want it back and the fan base hasn't gone anywhere. If anything, I feel like the fan base has grown stronger over the years. Fans are still creating art, posting clips from the show, making memes, and going to social media with calls to bring the show back.
Congruent sides.
Shake it, bake it, booty, quick it. That's right. Roll it around, don't fake it. Don't. Shake it, bake it, booty, quick it. Shake it, bake it, booty, quick it. Roll it around, don't fake it. Shake it, bake it, booty, quick it. Roll it around, don't fake it. Shake it, bake it, booty, quick it. Roll it around, don't fake it. Shake it, bake it, booty, quick it. Roll it around. I see you bumping up and down, quaking up my city street. Boys be dropping to the ground, worshiping you at your feet. They be calling, let it loose. Come on, baby, rock the caboose. Rugged cotton straight to the seams. Come on, baby, show me the jeans. Break it, bake it, booty, quake it. Roll it around, don't fake it. Shake it, bake it, booty, quake it. Roll it around, don't fake it. Shake it, bake it, booty, quake it. Roll it around, don't fake it. Shake it, bake it, booty, quake it. Roll it around.
No!
We want to be re-immersed in the world again, and to possibly even see new planets, allies, enemies, and finally have plots that are fucking resolved, and a second season would let us do that. We want the ending that we deserved. Because to us, Sym Bionic Titan was more than just a cartoon. And I feel like many will agree with me that it deserves a second chance to shine and finally be given the conclusion that it deserves. So if we're gonna be in this era of sequels and revivals, let's bring back shows that actually deserve to be brought back, that actually need conclusions or to be continued, instead of shows that are just made for the sake of making money. Shows that have actual stories to tell, that have characters that can inspire us once again. I mean, come on, Warner Brothers. You gave us 2016 Powerpuff Girls. You kinda owe us for that one.